What up? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Big Bootsie. I'm back once again, man. We got a lot of things to talk about. Man. I want to shout out to my sponsors. Word the Pretty Penny, they clothing line. I want to shout out to Respect the Throttle clothing line. Make sure y'all check them out. Y'all know I'm gonna stay rocking my family apparel, man. When I do these joints, it's good to rock your people stuff, people that believe in you and people that hold you down doing things, man. But yeah, with that being said, I want to get into a few quick things, man. I was looking on the net today, surfing the net, and I seen Cam finally came back with something, well, because Joe Budden and NORE was saying something about rappers that failed rappers, or should I say old rappers trying to do podcasts and fail at it. And he liked when people fail at it. NORE didn't say it, Joe Budden did, but, you know, it's crazy that us as black men would want to see each other fail. They might have been joking, I don't know, but it sounded like it was real to me. And I'm thinking Joe was going back and forth with people about it, like he really don't care. That he didn't really like seeing people fail because he made it and he's successful with his. That's crazy, but you know, Cam came back and showed him that he got a whole network. I'm like, wow, that's what's up. He said, I got a whole building, so this ain't no podcast. This is a network. You know, that's crazy. It reminds me of myself because that's what we building right here. Me and my brother Jax. We building a network. That's why you see Plugged In TV. You about to see the Shannon Cherie Show. You about to see the Shadera Effect podcast. And you about to see the Notice podcast. And we not finished. We making noise. So, you know, I guess it's a Harlem thing. Great minds think alike. But, you know, getting back to Cam, you know, him and Mace, they back together, which is a blessing. I like to see that real good. And them together strong, that automatically jumped them into the leagues of playing in the big boy leagues as far as numbers is concerned. Their fan base is immaculate. So I don't see no failure in that. I see big success now and I see humongous success later with that show. So I don't really think Cam was even in that category as a rapper that's failed because he's still relevant in the rap world, and they loving his show right now. So I don't get that one, but you know, somebody had to stand up, and y'all know Cam, he ain't gonna hold his tongue, especially if he feel like it's something directed to him. So that's a beautiful thing. And once again, I'm glad to see that y'all together, Killer. You and Mace, man, that's a beautiful thing. Hope that's a joint. Stay that way. Seem like y'all never skipped the beat, man. Like y'all missed each other for real, man. Y'all looking real good up there doing the things y'all do. And that's big for hip-hop. It's big for our young cats to show them, man, we may bicker and fight, argue, but we can get it together and come back together and make things happen. And maybe that'll stop other cats from even going through the things that you and Mace went through. Because really, y'all was young then as well, so I get it. But, yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check out my bro Mace show. It Is What It Is show. I checked it out. It looked real good. And especially if you're sport fans, you know, it's a lot of funny. They funny up there. You know, they giving y'all the real what's going on in sports. So, yeah, y'all go check that out. So now I want to get into something else with the art museum. With the hip hop museum that they were supposed to have been protesting about. Well, they wouldn't protest. It actually is on the news. Choke No Joke talked about it, and Choke No Joke made so much sense. Like, he enlightened me to a lot of stuff to be aware of and pay attention to, man. Because, like, yo, that's really crazy that they said it was 12 victims. 12 of them didn't even show up. None of them showed up. None of the victims. And the lady that's running the protest is from Chicago. You come all the way from Chicago to New York where hip hop was started to try to tear New York hip hop down, and then you could go back to your house, your home, where it did not start. It showed them how to make more money or make other means of making money over in Chicago, over in just the whole world. And you're gonna come to the mecca of hip hop and try to destroy it. It don't even have all your pieces to the puzzle together. You had not a victim there to hold you down and support you. You just saying about two guys that works in there, and Bambaata's not even on the board. He's not even a part of that. He might be mentioned in there, but I don't know. Hopefully, they could figure that part out. But he's not there. So it's two guys from the Zulu Nation, which they said Afrika Bambaataa stepped down years ago. So that means that's not a part of the Zulu Nation. Maybe they tighten it up even stronger once he stepped down. The guys can't help that they know Bambaataa and worked around him. It's like you working around somebody, and now they don't want to deal with you. You was just working around it. You ain't got nothing to do with what they do on their own time and stuff like that, especially if you didn't see it. And not only that, it's like a person that owns it. Let's just say own a grocery store, or let's say just a McDonald's or whatever. They know two people was in there that work. That was working in there and it was rapists, and people say, and then they get fired, they leave from the job. People say they're not going there no more because they had two rapists or two pedophiles working in there, and people start protesting, and the people don't even work there no more. People don't want to deal with people that work in there because the two pedophiles were working in there, and they don't even deal with the guy or the girl that was a pedophile. Does that make sense? Nah, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm trying to understand, and the lady on the news used words like as if the victims, it was some of the victims out there. Then she utilized the name of Bambaataa as if Bambaataa name is on the board. So she used all the wrong words to make people fire people up and not speaking the right words. That ain't good, and that's not fair to do that. You got some guys came together to bring something real historical for hip hop. This is big for hip hop. Give these kids something to look forward to later down the road and understand where this rap thing came from all the way up to what it's doing now. It gave a lot of people jobs. Gave a lot of people, made a lot of people stars, made a lot of people rich, which was able for them to give other people jobs. And it's still rolling. But if you're gonna come correct. There was one guy that Choke was interviewing. He was actually out there. He's actually on one of the clips with the lady on the news holding up the thing, and he didn't really like the way she worded them things. He said he was out there waiting to see if somebody show up. I thought Hassan Campbell was going to show up. I seen on his podcast that, he kept talking about the protests, and he didn't even show up. And it's not throwing no punches at him. I'm just saying what I've heard him say. I was looking forward to see something happen if it was something that was wrong towards the kids. So if he went out there to stand up for it and it happened, if he was going out there to stand up for it because of what happened to him and the other victims, and he's standing up for the victims, it's only right so it don't happen to other kids later on down the road. But nobody came. That's unbelievable to me. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And then they're saying they want to be mad with Fat Joe, not the protesters, just other people that be throwing in comments about Fat Joe not saying nothing Oh, and Hassan Campbell said Fat Joe didn't say nothing. Fat Joe said he didn't see nothing. So if he didn't see nothing, how you gonna speak about it? Nobody's in jail for it. I don't really see nothing wrong with putting a pedophile in jail, man, and doing that to kids. I just don't. There's nothing that should stop a pedophile from going to jail. If it was my closest family member, you going to jail, man. That's a fact. Or die one of them. Either way, that's not going to be tolerated. It wouldn't be tolerated. So for people to go out there without really no legs to stand on and do all that and talk about something that they created for hip-hop, y'all trying to tear it down, that's not right. And that's not fair. I'm not saying don't protest. I'm just saying get all your facts together and facts straight before you go out there. Make sure your people is in line that's really supposed to be standing up for this process. Because if not, that's just a waste of time. And it looks crazy. It look real crazy to me. And nobody can't be mad at Joe, man. And when I seen him, I've hung around Joe one time when I was with my brother. We did a Ciroc Boy hosting party at in Miami with my brother Ciroc Boy Barnes, Roger Barnes, y'all know him as, and Fat Joe was there. He showed mad love. You know, I ain't hang around for many a times, but you know, he ain't wasn't acting stuck up. He was just chilling, acting cool. I did hear him say out his mouth, if Bambaataa did do that and molest children, he need to die. He said, but he still didn't see nothing, or he was hearing things, but he didn't see nothing. You can hear things, but that don't mean that they're true. You can't go off everything you hear. And that's a fact. That's like just saying somebody's snitching. You ain't see the paperwork. And now you got people looking at him crazy. That ain't cool. I would never do that. If I don't see no paperwork, that'll get you in some kind of hot mess, man, doing those type of things, man. And that's a fact. So yeah, we're about to see the turnout, man. I'm gonna keep y'all posted and see what, you know, all the things that's going on with that situation. But I want y'all to, you know, drop some comments and let me know how y'all feel about this museum thing and if they was right or wrong. Drop some comments and let me know how you feel about Joe Budden's and NORE saying, well, Joe Budden saying he like when they fail and they have the fail podcast. He love it. Y'all, please let me know that, man. And please subscribe. Share this to your audience, to your people. Have them share it. Send us a Cash App, man. Cash App at the bottom of my desk flashing after my name. And, you know, I can keep this good content coming, good informative information, good things. And, you know, entertain y'all while y'all at work, riding. You know, you can listen to it, vibe out. I got more things to come, man. So y'all, you know, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all rolling with your boy Big Bootsie, man.